Hey guys, this is Luel Stitches. Welcome to my channel. Today we're learning how to use a bias tape to turn a V neckline. So I'm using this pink colored bias tape so you'll be able to see it properly. So you place it on your neckline like this and make sure that you pull it up a bit so that you won't have any shortage. When you place it like this, on that other side, you're going to sew like this. So just watch carefully. So you're going to sew on this other edge, and when you're sewing on the good side of your fabric. So as you're sewing, as you get close to this point here, you're going to stop. So you double stitch and stop there. So I'm just going to pass my thread through the needle, and now when you get to this point where I asked you to stop, you're going to pick your bias like this and your fabric like this. Make sure that the neckline is equal as you see me doing. Just make sure that it is equal and try to take your bias to the other side. You just have to watch closely. It is quite easy to do. Try to take it. When you're done taking it to the other side, fold it. You notice that you have excess there, so that is the point that you're going to sew. So as I said, the excess we are going to sew it. So I'm just going to show you. So you try to make sure that you're not sewing on your main fabric. Do you get? So that excess, use your hand to feel it so that you know where to start sewing from, and then you just sew downward. Make sure you're not sewing on your main fabric, then you just cut. And this is what we are going to have. The V is already forming, everything is going to form properly, and then you're just going to arrange it like this on your neckline and sew the other side of your neckline. So after doing this, you're going to turn it. You remember that we sewed on the good side of the fabric. Now you're going to turn it inside. You can use your iron to iron it before you do. But before we turn it, you're going to make a notch on that V, that this point is that you're going to make a notch there so that it will be easier for you to turn. And then this excess, this what we sewed in, you're going to trim off the excess. And now the next thing we're going to do is to turn it over. So at this point, you can use your iron if you have the time to do that. But I'm just going to sew like this. So I'm just going to sew on the other edge. So just watch carefully as I do it. So at this point, you're just going to sew and just follow the shape of your bias. So my thread got finished on my shuttle, so I'm just going to remove it and try to put in another thread. So I'm done fixing my shuttle. I'm just going to continue from where I stopped, and then I'm going to start sewing down to the other end. So this is it, guys. This is how beautiful it looks. I'm done sewing. Give When you're done, make sure you give it a very good ironing to give it a neat finish. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also drop a comment. See you on the next one.